Yo, this is Kim Naki, and I love sex. When it comes to film, film is one of the components that, like I love movies, but I never got a chance to get into it like I want to get into it. Just like how I talked about with music, discovering new like films, documentaries, TV shows, web series, and things like that. Like I'm really wanting to get into that. Music is like okay, one song is like 2 minutes. Film, we talking 2 hours, and you know how I work. Moving around, going to job one, number one, going to job number two, out in the streets and things like that. It's like sitting down for those 2 hours to really take in a movie is like it's a challenge for me. But I've always been into films. I can go back to being my grandmother's house, grandma's house on my pop's side, and big mama's house on my mother's side. My grandmother, they used to have like stacks of VHSs everywhere. They used to record soap operas. They used to record movies. They used to record everything. You know what I'm saying? And they used to have like archives of VHSs. You know what I'm saying, that they never watched again. But that was just the thing to do back in those days, the 80s and early 90s. But and that's pre TiVo and DVRs and all that for all you young heads. You had to store everything on VHSs if you had that ability to do that. So being at my grandmother's house on my pop's side, being put on like movies, like you watching like Beaches with Bette Midler, watching and then like TV shows, like grandmother used to watch like Bob Newhart and shows that I did not get at the time, but we sat and watched it because like Perfect Strangers, Balky and all them, Laverne and Shirley, Cagney and Lacey, Murder She Wrote. Like me and my brother used to sit and watch that. And like I said, wasn't interested, but over as we got older, as I look back, it's like it's an appreciation being put on to something different, even though I didn't understand it. And then when I go to my big mama's house, she was a horror head. She was in the horror movies. So it was like what was that, Maniac Cop, Basket Case, The Gate, Evil Dead, what else? She used to have like crazy dolls. Man, of course, the Nightmare on Elm Streets, but we talking like cult classics, like stuff you probably ain't never heard of before. That we were sitting and watching, and I know at my big mama's house was the first time I sat and watched Roots. What I'm saying, for the first time. It was like, yo, just killing it. What I'm saying, eating pickles and chocolate, drinking chocolate milk and popcorn. Like I have a vivid memory. I remember a lot of stuff. So just those times, gave me an appreciation for film. And as I got older, and of course technology and the internet, being able to expand my when I was going through my conspiracy theory phase, watching all these documentaries, like, yo, this is what's going on, yo, they taking advantage, yeah. I got put onto documentaries. So my love for documentaries was grew. And then it was a phase where I was into hip hop to the degree that I was getting books on hip hop. I was watching like all of the documentaries and all of the hip hop, the Crush Grooves and the Style Wars and Style Wars, Wild Style, all of the hip hop joints. So being a lover of visual arts, cinema, what I'm saying, and then as I grew, into getting into the documentaries and things like that, then it was wanting to get into like indie movies, wanting to like, okay, I don't want to watch what's out at the box office. I want to see some indie movies, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, shout out to Amanda Velez, you know, Queen from New York. She put me on to several indie movies, and I, you know, grew my appreciation for indie movies grew. I remember seeing City of Gods for the first time back in like when that first came out, like '03. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, this is a dope movie. Like, yo, City of Gods, yo, check that out if you ain't seen that. I throw one out there, Gummo. If you seen Gummo, if you seen Belly, yeah, I'm gonna put it, you know, Gummo. Yeah, like, yo, what is Gummo? If you seen the movie Belly with DMX, Nas, if you seen that movie, there was a scene in Belly where they go to DMX's crib after they robbed the club. It's like the first part of the movie. They rob the club, they go back to DMX's spot, and they chilling, and DMX is like watching, they have this big screen TV on the wall, and they watching this crazy bugged out movie, and this is like this white kid with the rabbit ears, and he's like, what did he say? He's like, smells like pussy. He's like, you fucking idiot. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm like, yo, what? And then, you know, even Nas was like, yo, what the fuck is you watching? And it's like, I was like, yo, what is that movie? I got to see that movie. So I found out what that movie was and went and got It's called Gummo. So it's like these rare movies that, you know, it's like, yo, what are these movies? And, yo, shout out to the Wu-Tang Clan, yo, because they be playing, like, skits, you know what I'm saying? They be playing skits, you know, on their albums, and I'd be like, yo, what movie is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, again, like with the music, I'm always digging for or wanting to dig more with film. And, you know, this year or last year when I got my TV, moved into this apartment, I've been here a couple of years, and got Roku, you know what I'm saying? I got Netflix and Hulu. You know, I started digging for like, you know, what TV shows, you know, that's rare. You know, I'm watching TV shows like Dirty Sexy Money. There was a couple of other shows that I can't think of off top. You know, just finding like just rare gems. Like, yo, let me watch this TV show. What is this about? And it turned out to be like the dopest TV show ever. There's a TV show called Awake. I, you know, started watching last year. Crazy, you know what I'm saying? And then like on YouTube, you know, I can, you know, they got web series now, like people that got TV shows on the internet, they're called web series. So I've been like scanning through those and, you know, finding web series to watch, and they like short, like 5-minute, 10-minute, you know, episodes, but, you know, they like, yo, and where I'm going with this is, you know, the authenticity, you know what I'm saying? You know, dealing with the politics and all that with, you know, mainstream motion pictures, you know, it's like you have to follow certain standards, and not just the movies, but also TV shows. It's like I'm tired of seeing the same old. It's like, yo, I want to see like some authenticity. Like, you don't care about the ratings. I just want to put this out because I believe in this, and it's artistic. It captures the essence of XYZ. You know, that's what I'm looking for, you know, authenticity when it comes to, you know, music, film, or what have you. So, you know, so that's what you're going to get with film, you know, new movies, you know, indie movies, documentaries, as well as web series that I find, you know, that piques my interest, and, you know, I might do a critique every now and then, but I'm just going to put them out there for you to go check out for yourself. So that's what you're going to get with film and I Love Sex.